Hello, and welcome to Softer. This is Mara Morales. Welcome back to Softness in Action. This week, we're exploring finding peace within. On Monday, we discovered the power of the sacred pause. Yesterday, we practiced meeting ourselves with curiosity instead of judgment. Today, I'd like to talk about something we all carry. The things we were never meant to hold forever. We all have them. A conversation we wish had gone differently. Words we wish we could take back. A disappointment that still aches. A dream that didn't unfold the way we imagined. A season of life we can't stop replaying. Sometimes we carry these things for so long that they begin to feel like part of who we are. But there is difference between carrying a memory and carrying its weight. Imagine walking along a beach. At first, you pick up a beautiful stone. It doesn't feel heavy. You hardly notice it's there. But as the day goes on, you collect another and another. Soon your pockets are full. Your shoulders grow tired. Your steps become slower. The stones themselves haven't changed. What changed is that you've been carrying them for too long. Life can feel like that. We collect disappointments, old arguments, regrets, unanswered questions. And before we realize it, we're using all our strength just to carry yesterday. What if peace doesn't come from holding on tighter? What if peace begins with gently setting something down? Today's small act of kindness is this. Choose one thing you've been carrying that no longer serves you. It doesn't have to be your deepest wound. It might simply be a harsh comment someone made years ago, a mistake you've replayed 100 times, or the pressure to be everything for everyone. Take a slow breath and quietly say to yourself, I don't have to carry this forever. That doesn't mean you'll forget. It doesn't mean the experience didn't matter. It simply means you're giving yourself permission to stop carrying it everywhere you go. Kindness fuels kindness, which fuels kindness. And sometimes the kindest thing we can do is lighten our own load. Now, let's slow down together. Find a comfortable position, sitting or lying down. If it feels safe, gently close your eyes. Take a slow breath in and gently breathe out. Again, breathing in and breathing out. Allow your shoulders to soften. Relax your jaw. Let your hands rest comfortably. Imagine yourself standing beside a gently flowing river. In your hands, you're holding a small stone. This stone represents something you've been carrying, a regret, a worry, a disappointment. Notice its weight. Take a deep breath. Now imagine placing that stone beside the river, not throwing it, not pretending it never existed, simply setting it down. Take one step back. Notice how much lighter your hand feels. Notice how much easier it is to breathe. Silently repeat, may I release what no longer serves me. May I trust that I don't have to carry every burden forever. May I make room for peace. Take one more slow breath in and gently breathe out. Rest here for another moment. Allow yourself to experience the lightness that comes from letting go. Then slowly begin bringing your awareness back to your body. Notice the chair supporting you. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, and when you're ready, open your eyes. As part of this week's Softness in Action Challenge, spend a few moments with your Softness in Action journal. reflect on these questions. What have I been carrying that feels heavy? How has holding on affected my peace? What might become possible if I gently set one burden down today? Remember, letting go isn't giving up. Sometimes it's making room for something better. Before we finish today, I'd love to share another softer story. This one comes from Hannah in Charleston, South Carolina. She writes, Dear Mara, for years I kept replaying a conversation with my older brother. We had argued shortly before he moved across the country, and I couldn't stop thinking about all the things I wished I had said differently. One afternoon, while cleaning out a closet, I found an old photograph of the two of us laughing on a family camping trip. It struck me that I'd spent years holding on to one painful afternoon and had almost forgotten the hundreds of beautiful memories that came before it. That evening, I called him. Before I could even apologize, he laughed and said, I've been hoping you'd call. We talked for nearly 2 hours. When I hung up, I realized something. The heaviest thing I'd been carrying wasn't the argument. It was the story I'd been telling myself about it. Sometimes peace begins when we're willing to put down the version of the past that no longer serves us. With gratitude, Hannah from Charleston, South Carolina. Thank you, Hannah, for sharing your beautiful story. I love the reminder in your words that memories are rarely defined by one difficult moment. When we're willing to loosen our grip on the stories that keep us stuck, we create space for healing, connection, and new beginnings. Now we'd love to hear yours. Has someone ever shown you kindness you'll never forget? Has a simple act of compassion changed the way you see the world? Or has Softer inspired you to become a little gentler with yourself or someone else? Share your Softer story by emailing us at thesofterpodcast@gmail.com. Your story may be featured in a future episode and could become the encouragement someone else needs to hear. And if these daily moments of reflection are meaningful to you, please take a moment to like, follow, and subscribe to Softer. It helps us reach more hearts and continue to build a kinder, more connected world together. Thank you for listening to Softer. Our music is by Rebecca De La Torre and Thomas Searing. Softer is produced by Michelle Severson. This has been Mara Morales. Carry the softness with you today.